go. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to LisaBug Mind Body Blend. We are the last week of December 2022, and we have been learning the Tai Chi 8 form for the YMCA's Better Balance program. We've learned 5 of the forms, and I'm not going to teach a new one today because not everyone that's on with me today has been here for each one of those weeks. So today is a review week that we will review those 5 forms. Then, starting in the month of January, we will learn the last 3 forms and then have it put all together. So we have learned, of course, our opening. We have learned roll the ball, part the wild horse's mane, single whip, waving hands like clouds, and repulse monkey. So what I want to do today is to review repulse monkey because it's a little bit different. We move backwards instead of forward. And then we'll review the entire 5 that we have done so far. So what I would like for you to do is step forward a little bit so you have some space behind you. We are just going to do the footwork. Standing on your right foot, tap your left foot. So we have most of our balance braced on this right foot. And then take a step back behind you, leading with the ball of your foot, and then press your heel and shift your weight back and bend that knee and pull your toes up, and then tap your right foot in. So now most of your body weight's on this left foot. We'll step the right foot back, ball of the foot first, then shift back to your heel, rock your body weight back, and flex your toes up. So I don't have much space and you might not either. So let's walk forward a little bit. We'll try that again on just the footwork. So we're standing on the right, tapping the left foot, we step back, hit the ball of the foot first, drop down into the heel, shift your body weight back and flex your toes up. Then tap the right toes in, step back with the right, ball of the foot first, drop the heel, shift your weight and pull the toes up and tap the foot in. So I'm going to step forward a little bit and give you just the arms for this movement. So we're in right ball. When I say right ball, that means the right hand is on top. We'll slightly rotate out to the right side. And then as we rotate back to the left, let both arms drop a little bit. Turn your body to the left. Your left palm is up. Your right hand is forward. And you're going to look back to that left hand behind you. Then as you come back to the front, you come into left ball. So this left hand is on top. Then we'll reverse that. Slightly rotate to the left. This is your prep. Then let both arms drop down as you rotate to the right. Your left hand is forward, your right palm is up, and look back to that right hand. Then come forward, come into right ball. We'll do that one more time on each side. Prep to the right. Drop both arms. Right palm forward, left palm up, look back. This is the hardest part for me, is to have my hands different. And then come to left ball. Prep to the left, a little small rotation. Both arms drop. Block the left hand forward, the right palm up, and look back to that hand. So you're in a little bit of a twist. Then come back to right ball. Let's put it with the feet. So right hand is on top. We're on the right foot. The left foot is tapping. We'll prep a little bit to the right. Then as we step back with the left foot, let the arms drop. Open out. Turn and look toward that back hand. That palm is up. The front hand, you're blocking, so you're pushing away slightly. This is called Repulse Monkey. Then as you tap in, you're into left ball. And we'll step back with the right foot or prep a little bit first. Step back with the right foot. Open those arms out. Look back toward that back hand, palm is up. Front hand, the palm is blocking. You're shifting your body weight back into that right foot. Your left toes are up. Then tap in and come into right ball. Let's do it one more time on each side. I'm going to walk forward. So we're standing on the right foot. We're in right ball. Prep a little bit to the right. Step back with the left foot. Drop both arms. Open. Back palm is up. You're looking toward it. Left palm is forward. Come back into left ball, tapping the foot in. We'll repeat a little prep. Step back with the right foot, both arms drop. Look back to that backhand, palm is up. Your back knee is bent and you're really pulling the toes up on that left foot. Then step into right ball. All right, let's do our entire form that we've learned so far. We have 5 forms. I'll do them slow. We start with our feet pretty close together. And you've got plenty of room ahead of you if possible. We'll step out to the right. Inhale, lift the arms up about halfway. Exhale, soften the knees and sink down. Shift into right ball. So your left hand comes underneath, your right hand is on top, body weight in the right foot. Prep to the right, roll the ball. Step directly to the left side with your heel and switch so now your left hand is on top. Prep to the left, roll the ball. Step out, heel, right hand on top. We're back in right ball. Prepare for part the wild horse's mane. We'll prep to the right, step out on a diagonal, and you'll switch your hands. Right palm is down next to your side hip. You're facing that left palm toward your face. Now shift your body weight back as you pivot on this left heel, turn it forward, and step into left ball. Prep to the left. Part the wild horse's mane, stepping on a diagonal, lead with your heel. Look toward your fingertips. Shift your body weight back to pivot your heel. Step into right ball. Preparing for single whip. Prep to the right and make a little hook with your right hand. Step directly out to your left with your heel and block here so your palm is facing away from your face. Shift your body weight back to pivot on your heel, release the hook, and step into left ball. Prep to your left, make a hook with your left hand. Step out to the right and block, leading with your heel. Shift your body weight back as you let go of the hook, pivot on the right heel, step back into right ball. Waving hands like clouds, we'll take 3 steps to the left, and you'll switch your hands as you're moving side to side with a little bit of rotation. Palms kind of facing in toward your body. On your 3rd step, we'll pause and keep that left ball position, rotate, prep. Take 3 steps to your right. Try to lead with your heel. If you don't have much room at home, these are small steps. Finishing with our step to the right, we return into right ball, and we prepare for Repulse Monkey, the one we reviewed today. So a little prep to your right, step back behind you, ball of the foot, let both arms drop, block the front hand, look back toward the back hand. Step into left ball. Repulse Monkey, prep. Step back right foot, arms drop, shift your body weight back, flex the front foot, and step into right ball. We finish with our closing by stepping the feet out, place the hands on your shoulders, brush away, let the arms float down, and step your right foot in to our beginning position. Very nicely done. We'll review again at the end of class, so we'll let our mind clear for a little bit. We've been working this month on some chair work, standing up and down from the chair, and I'm going to also implement our ballet positions or our bar positions. So when we have our feet facing forward, this is called parallel. When we bring our heels together and turn the toes out, this is first position. If we step a little wider, it's second position. Notice my toes are still turned out. If we close the right heel to the instep, toes are still turned out, it's third position. If I take this foot all the way to the big toe, it's fifth position. And then we step back out to second. Left foot closes into third to the instep. or to the big toe to fifth. And then let's come back to second and to first. So I just want to review those one more time. You're doing them with me. First position, right foot steps out second. Right heel closes to the left instep, third. Heel goes to the big toe, fifth. No, I'm not doing fourth. Fourth is a big step forward. And then step back out to second, close into first. Left foot steps out to second. Step it to third, heel goes to the instep. Step it to fifth, up to the big toe. Step out to second, and close to first. So you don't have to necessarily remember those, but when I say the number, we're going to be doing those with our chair movements. If you want to grab weights, you can do anything you'd like to with your arms, but our focus right now is the legs and getting up and down out of the chair with ease. So you can also use your hands to support here. Come to parallel, feet about hips distance apart, and then we'll stand up and down. So our goal number is going to be about 15 reps, just roughly in there, but of course it depends on how fast or slow you're going. But I'm going to count 15, so I have 10 more. And I am pretty much completely letting go of my body weight down to the chair. So I'm not just tapping my bum, I'm releasing body weight into the chair and then coming back up. Good, 6 more to go. Standing up fully with good posture. 5, 4, 3, even weight into both feet. 2, and 1, and sit. Bring your feet to first position. So this looks kind of funky when you're sitting in a chair. Your knees are going to be open like a frog. Try to keep your heels down. And we'll stand up and sit down. 15. 1, close your inner thighs together each time. 2, big squeeze with those inner thighs. 3. So this is going to work the leg muscles a little differently doing this into first position. A little bit more activation through the inner thighs. Exhale, coming up, there's 7. And again, if you want to do anything with hand weights at home while you're doing this, please feel free. Exhale up 10, we have 5 more. Good. Really brace your abs. 3, 2, and 1. Come down. Second position. So our toes are still turned out, but we are wider. And we rise up. 1 and 2. Now again, if you need your hands, they're right here for you. You can use them to help ease you down in the chair, but try not to use them if possible. All right, there's 8. We have 7 more. We want to get our legs completely straight, but not locked out. 6, 5. Nice turnout right from the hips. 3, 2, and 1, and sit. Third position with your right heel to your left instep. So I have both feet still turned out, but they're staggered. And here we go, we're 1. So when you stand up, your right leg is going to be slightly crossed in front of your left. If you don't get 15, that's okay. I'm feeling the heart rate coming up a little bit. 7, 8, 9. I have a reason for this, and it's based on that New York Times article I was talking about, and it's called the tandem stance. 3 more. Good. 2, 1. Come down. Now just switch this. So your left heel is to your right instep. So now your feet are staggered. They're still both turned out. So it really looks like first, but just that heel is forward slightly. And let's come up for 15. Good. Chest is lifted, so try not to bend way over as you come up, but you do have to have a little bit of a forward lean. This gives you that perfect squat position. Excellent. Do you notice one leg working harder than the other? Try to even them out if you can. When we have this staggered stance, it does give us a little bit of balance challenge. And I believe we have 5 more. What is this position? Third. 3, sit down completely each time. 2, and 1. Rest. Switch your feet and come to 5th. Now I'm going to give you an option. When you come to 5th, I want you to lift up on the ball of the back foot. So your front foot is to your back foot big toe. Both of your toes are turned out, but your back heel is off the floor. And we stand up. 1. So notice my left leg isn't completely straightening out because my heel is up. So my legs are really uneven. Woo, balance. 4. If you need your hands down here, I might. 5. 6. This one really is a challenge. 7. 8. 9. Should be feeling those quads, especially if you're holding any extra weight. 4 more. Good job. 3, 2, and 1. Coming on down. 5th position. So your front foot's going to be completely flat. Your back foot heel is lifted. Do you have to? No, you can set it completely down. And here we go. Back foot, knees slightly bent, and down. 2, 3. This is starting to work on what we call the tandem stance, which is one foot in front of the other. That's why when you get pulled over by the police and they're doing a sobriety test, they tell you to walk with one foot right in front of the other because it really challenges the balance. Let's get 5 more here. 1. Also, when your legs get tired, that affects your balance too. Those small muscles are getting fatigued. 2 more. And 1 more. And come down. Okay, our final challenge. Switch your feet. Come to 5th position. So your right heel is going to be close to your big toe. And I want you to try standing up on the ball of both feet. If you need a wall for balance, a little something to help you, feel free. We're going to stand up, raise up on our toes, and then try to sit down. Your hands can be here. Both feet up on the toes and down. Now you might rather do this in parallel, so if that gives you a better chance of holding your balance, bring your feet to parallel. Good, let's just do 10 of these. I've got 7, 8. What is it called when you're up on the balls of your feet in ballet? 9, the releve, and 10. Wow, okay. We only have 10 more on the other side. Your choice is to come up on the balls of both feet. You're staggered in 5th position. Both toes are turned out. And let's begin. 1, 2, 3. I feel like I'm losing more control on the way down. 4, 5. Wow. 6. We're getting there. 7, 8, 9, 10. Come down, bring your feet back to parallel. One, hover. Shift your body weight forward, pick your bum about 2 inches off the chair, and stay here. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, abs in, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, push all the way up to stand, and relax. Great job. Okay, we're going to do some exercises with what we call the bottom half range of motion. So we'll do that with our squat, and I'd like for you to have either 1 or 2 weights at your chest to give yourself some extra workload here, or you can just do body weight as well. So let's come to parallel. Both feet are straight forward. We come down, halfway up, down, and all the way up. Down, halfway up, down, all the way up. One more, down, halfway up, down, all the way up. Now let's add a bicep curl with this. So as we come down, we curl, halfway up, down, all the way up. Curl, down, halfway up, down, all the way up. Nice. Now just start to go at your own pace with this bottom half range of motion. This increases what we call time under tension, which is a technique where we can create overload with our strength training. So we get more bang for our buck. You might reach fatigue a little earlier. So if you start to hit that place where you're losing good form and you're too fatigued, I want you to take a break, then come back in. Let's get 5 more. And up. Bottom half range. 4, 3, 2. Last one. And come up. We'll give the legs a break. And let's do a top half bicep curl. So we come up, halfway down, stop, back to the top, and release all the way down. Curl, halfway, up, and down. 2 more. Curl, halfway, up, down. 1 more. Make sure your weight workload is appropriate for this exercise. And release. Now last week we worked on the split squat. So for a second I want you to do a squat, and then all you're going to do is that same movement, but your left foot is slightly behind the right and you're up on the ball of the foot. So let's try a squat here. Go down and up. 1 more. Down and up. So we are going to add this with our top half bicep curl. So we go down, halfway, down, all the way up. Squat and curl, down, halfway, down, and up. Looking for 8 more for 10. Down, half, down, and up. This is our split squat. It's helping us to strengthen our legs to be able to sit down and stand up on 1 foot, which is really challenging. It's also helping us with that tandem stance, which we'll learn a lot more about next month in January. I think we're looking for 3 more. You might feel slightly more work in the front leg. That's appropriate. Good. We have 1 more on this side. Halfway and come together. So let's just switch our stance. Now your left foot's the front foot. Your right foot slides straight back. Now I'm not going in a tandem stance. I still have my feet about hips distance apart. And let's curl and squat. Halfway up, down, all the way up for 10. Down, halfway, down, and 9. Both knees are tracking straight forward. And 8, so there's no turnout. You have a little bit of a forward lean with your upper body, but not much. 6. 5 more this leg. Down, halfway, down, and up. 4 more. This is our last work for legs. We've been at it a while. 3. And 2. And 1. All right, we're coming into a bent over row. This is a top half range of motion. So come down with your knees slightly bent, bring your weights right about the level of your knees. We'll pull up, halfway down, back up, all the way down. Pull up, halfway, up, and down. Now our stance is just as important as the exercise we're doing. So we want to make sure our knees are bent. We don't want to have locked out knees. We want to have our spine neutral, so we're not rounding our back or tucking our tailbone under. The core is really braced. Good, let's get 4 more here. Elbows pull straight back, halfway, up, down. 3 more, back, halfway, up, down. 2 more. And 1 more. And relax and rise up. So if you have shoulder problems and pushing above the head is contraindicated for you, I want you to do 1 more set of those in the bent over row. If you can press above your head, you are going to start with your arms up, but they are at a slight angle forward, so they're not directly above your head. We come down, halfway up, down, and press. So you can have your weights end to end like I have them here, or you can turn them palms in, down, halfway, down, and up. Let's get 7 more. You can also stand in a little bit of a split stance, especially if you feel any discomfort in your lower back when you're pressing above the head. Here's 5. You can always come back to those rows. 6, working triceps and shoulders. 7. You can also do this with no weight to just get range of motion. 8. 9. And 10. Come all the way down and relax. If you've got big weights, let's set those down because we're going into smaller muscle groups. We're going into the shoulders. So I'm going to go down from my 8s to my 5s. Okay, so we have front raises. My palms are facing in, and I'm going to bring my arms just a little bit below the height of the shoulders. Come halfway down, go back up, and all the way down. Up, halfway, up, and down. If this bothers your shoulders, you're going to do that bicep curl. Up halfway, up and down. We did it before, so that's absolutely fine. And then if you want a really big challenge, I know I said no more leg work, but this is just an option. If your legs are a little bit recovered, you want to go back in, you're going to do with this with a squat. So we go up, halfway down, up and rise, down, halfway. 6 more reps, with or without the legs, with or without bicep curls or shoulder raises. 4, nice job. 3, and 2, 1 more, and release. Now with that half range of motion, it makes this really challenging. We are going to do a shoulder raise out to the side. So my 5s are feeling just a little bit heavy for that. I'm going to go to my 3s for those. So the option here is an upright row. If an arm raise out to the side doesn't feel okay for your body, you are going to do the upright row. So we go out, halfway down, back up, and all the way down. Or up, halfway down, up, and lower. So now that you have the one that you want to do, hopefully, your option is to stand on your right foot with your left leg slightly abducted to the side. And let's go. Out, halfway, up, and down. So just a little sneak peek. That article from the New York Times that I've been talking about, one of the exercises for longevity is a standing side leg raise, which is what we're doing here for our balance position. So we're going to really pull this kind of work in next month to what we're doing. Let's do 2 more standing on the right leg. Excellent. 1 more. Relax, take a quick little break and get your balance over to the other side. Now you can also tap your toe. You still would have most of the weight in your left foot, but you'd have a little bit of extra help for balance. And let's get 6 reps. Up, halfway down, up and lower, or upright row. Lift, halfway down, up, lower. 4 more. Top half range of motion, really challenging. Right? It's really hard to stop halfway and switch the workload to going up again to that eccentric contraction or concentric contraction. I think this is 5. And 1 more. Lift, halfway, up and lower and close. Okay, we're going down to the mat. We'll be in bird dog, which again, a little sneak peek, that's one of the exercises that's in the New York Times article, is balancing in bird dog and how it contributes to longevity. I want you to have a weight that you can do a tricep kickback. So these are really challenging for me. I'm going to stay with my 3s. So keep those weights close to you. Come down to your hands and knees. I'm going to start with my right arm first, since that's the one facing the camera for you. So we'll bring that weight, and I want you to find a 90-degree bend in your elbow. So when we do kickbacks, we don't bring the weight all the way here. We have our knuckles right down to the floor and our upper arm level with the floor. So we'll come up, halfway down, back up, and all the way down. Just 1 more to practice. Up, halfway, up, and all the way down. Now, to give us that bird dog, we can take the left leg straight behind, level off the hips, really engage your core, and let's get 8 reps. Up, halfway, up and down. 2, halfway, up, down. Scoop your abs up. 3. Check your head position, nice and neutral. 4 more here. Really feeling this in the tricep as the prime mover, the shoulder as the stabilizer. 3. Level hips. 2 more. And 1 more on that tricep kickback. And bring the left knee in. Relax the weight down. And let's take a thread the needle on this arm you just worked. So reach it up, slide it under, and we'll just relax here for 3 breaths. Letting that shoulder release. This is going to help you because you have to use that right arm to support your body in the bird dog on the other side. And then when you're ready, press yourself back up. Inhale. And set your hand down. I'm going to switch around to the other side. You can stay where you are. Grab your weight in your left hand. Just the arm action first. Get that elbow 90 degrees. Your knuckles are facing the floor. We press up, halfway, up, and down to 90 degrees. 1 more. Up, halfway, up, and 90 degrees. Now your right leg goes back. Get good form before you begin the exercise. So check your hips are square, your neck position's good, and let's go 8 reps. Up, halfway, up, and down. So my upper arm isn't moving at all. I'm not moving my shoulder. So sometimes there's a tendency to let your elbow drop down to the floor as your arm is coming down. Keep it right next to your waist or your rib cage. We have 4 more reps. Activate that right leg. So really squeeze your muscles in your glute and quad on your right leg and reach your heel out long behind you. 2 more. Supporting arm is slightly bent at the elbow, not locked. 1 more. And then the knee comes down. You release the weight and take a thread the needle. Arm reaches. And set it all the way down, shoulder to the mat. Relax and breathe. 3 long, slow breaths. And when you're ready, press yourself back up to open out. Inhale and exhale. We're going to our back for chest presses, and you should be able to use heavy weight for these. You know, heavy is subjective to what you feel today, but I'm going to go back to my 8s for this one. As the chest and shoulders and triceps working together is a very strong muscle group. It's our pushing muscles. So come down onto your back, get nice and comfortable. And we'll bring those weights straight up from the chest or slightly lower toward your knees. So we don't want the weights to come up toward our face. So try to get them right over the lower part of your chest. Bend your elbows close to your midsection. We go down, halfway up, back down, and all the way up. Down, halfway, down, all the way up. Now your option is to bring your right knee in table. As the elbows come down, the leg extends out. It comes halfway up, goes back down, and comes back into table. We'll do 5 more. Down, halfway, down, and up. 4 more. You can just do the arms, that's fine. This is a lot to think about together. 3 more, but this is mind-body blend, right? So we have to work the mind and the body. It's great for longevity too. And 1 more on this leg. Halfway. And up. Set your right foot down, bring your left knee into table. As you bend your elbows, the leg goes out. Down, come halfway up. Down, all the way up, the knee comes into table. 5 more. Down, halfway, down, and up. 4. Bottom half range of motion. 3. 2. 1 more. And if you're doing okay, we are going to alternate legs. And your 2 choices are to have your feet on the floor to do this, or the knees up in tabletop. So as we bend the elbows, the right leg goes out. Halfway up, down, all the way up, it comes into table or to the floor, and switch your feet. Down, halfway, down, and up. 4 more on each side, or a total of 8 more repetitions with this bottom half chest press. 7, halfway, down, and up. 6, exhale up. 5. You can have 1 foot on the floor at all times, that's fine. Last 4, or no leg work at all. 3, I say leg work, but it's really core work. 1 more each side. Last time on the left, down, halfway, down, and up. Allow your feet to come down, your weights to come down, or you can set them across your hip crease for more resistance for bridging. Parallel leg position. We come up into a bridge, halfway down, back up, and all the way down. Exhale up, halfway down, inhale, exhale up, all the way down. 8 more. Lift, halfway, up, and lower. 7. Nice even hips. 6, squeeze your glutes. Activate your hamstrings. 5. It's up to you how high you lift. 4, it can be a small lift. You're still activating those muscles. 3, and 2. 1 more. Up, halfway, up, and lower down. All right, if you have the weights on your hip creases, you can release those. As we come into a basic abdominal crunch, feet are flat on the floor or knees in tabletop for level 2. Fingertips are behind your head, elbows out to the side. We exhale, come up, halfway down, back up, all the way down. And again, up, halfway, up, and down. And I'm doing these fairly slow, so with each step here, we're pausing. That way there's no momentum in this exercise. When we go halfway, we stop and change direction. 5 more. Halfway, up, and down. 4 more. And 3. Last 2. And 1. Halfway. Up and relax. Roll over to whatever side feels more comfortable for you to start, as we are going to do a side leg raise. You can keep your head all the way down, just create a little pillow for your head, or you can come up a little bit higher to your elbow. We'll extend that top leg out. Turn your toes down a little bit so your heel is slightly higher than your toes. And we come up, halfway, up and down. Squeeze this outer thigh, medial glute. Doing that top half range of motion. Lift, halfway, up and lower down. 1 more, halfway and lower down. So if you'd like to add lightweight for your rotator cuff, just an option here. We'll review the arm movement. You're going to set your arm at about 90 degrees. We come up, halfway, up and lower down. Let's try it with the arm only 1 more time. Up, halfway, up and lower down. Now it's even really good to do this without a weight, as we're adding it into the outer thigh movement. So the leg is extended. We come up, halfway, back up and lower down. 5 more. Up, halfway, up, whatever the range of motion is in your rotator cuff. 4, halfway. Try to lift your heel up a little bit more. 3, halfway, up and down. 2 more. Keep that elbow in close to your waist. 1 more. You can even tuck a little hand towel under there. And relax. Okay, take your time to either roll yourself over or switch to the other side if you want to face the same direction. And we'll do the other leg first before we add in the rotator cuff, unless you want to jump right into it. So we have the leg extended, the toes turned down, so this thigh is slightly rolling inward. Let's practice the leg movement. Up, halfway, up and down. 3 more. Squeeze, lower, squeeze again, down. 2 more. Your hips are really stacked here. Good job. 1 more. My other leg's still feeling it from before. Okay, let's practice the rotator cuff exercise here. Elbow bent about 90 degrees. It's in close to your waist or your hip. We come up, halfway, up and down. Just 1 more for practice. Lift, halfway, up and lower. And I'm just using a 3-pounder on this. You don't need heavy weight for that rotator cuff movement. Okay, put them in tandem together. We have 6 reps. Up, halfway, up and down. 5 more. The arm and the leg are essentially doing the same thing, so it should be pretty easy to keep them moving together. 2 more. Actually, I think we have 3 more. Let's give it 3. We were doing 6. Now 2 more. Up, halfway, up, lower down. 1 more. Up, halfway, up and lower down. Relax. Roll right back over onto your back as we take a figure 4 stretch here, which will really feel nice after that outer thigh work. Let's start with the right ankle crossing over the left thigh. Bring your knees right up to your chest and pull in gently. You can either use your hands to assist, or the bottom leg can push the top leg forward. So if you'd like to just relax here and get a good stretch, great. If you want to add a little bit of oblique work, your right hand opens out on the floor. Your left hand braces your head, and we will come up on an angle, halfway down, up, all the way down. Just looking for 6. Up, halfway, up, and down. 4 more. Exhale. Still feeling the stretch. 3. 2 more. And last one here. Halfway, up, and relax. Now open both of your arms out on the floor. Keep the ankle crossed over the thigh, but set your left foot down to the mat and drop your knees to your left side. So your right foot's going to try to find the floor on the left side of your body, and we'll hold a little twist. Take 3 breaths. Let everything relax. Let your heart rate slow down. Check in, just notice how you're feeling. And then bring your knees back up to center, and we'll switch the legs. Left ankle crosses the right thigh. Bring your knees up toward you to take your figure 4 stretch, either assisting with your hands or using your bottom leg to push your top leg toward your chest. Either holding your stretch or your left arm goes out next to you on the floor while the right hand supports the back of the head. We come up and twist. Halfway down, up, all the way down. 5 more. Lift. Halfway. Up, down. Try not to pull your head with your hand. It's just there to give you a little bit of support. And 3. 2. Last one. Up, halfway, up, and relax. Now you're going to stay in this ankle over thigh position, but drop your right foot down to the mat, open both arms to the side, and your knees are going to your right. So your left foot's going to try to find the mat. If it doesn't reach the floor, maybe stick one of your hand weights under your foot or a block, and hold 2 more breaths. And then bring those knees back to the midline, uncross the ankle. Reach your right leg straight up for a hamstring stretch. You can loop your yoga strap under your foot or just hold behind your leg. Left leg can go long as well. Let's take the right foot and flex and point. Flex and point. Each time you flex that ankle, you'll feel a deeper stretch right in the calf. 2 more. Flex and point. 1 more. Then just hold the leg relaxed, pull it in toward you just a little deeper. And set that right foot down to the floor. Left leg comes on up. Find a nice relaxing edge to this stretch. Left or right leg can go long. And let's flex and point. Flex, point. 3 more. 2. 1. Then relax the foot completely. Pull that leg in just a little closer. And then roll yourself all the way up to come to a stand as we go through our Tai Chi form one more time. So clear your space. And I'm going to move through it just a little bit quicker. So most of you have learned it pretty well so far. All right. Now, if you're struggling getting the feet and the legs all together, just do the arms and don't worry about the feet or vice versa. That's the way we kind of break things down. Okay, standing tall, good posture. Step your right foot out. Let your arms float up. Sink down into the knees as they float down. Shift your body weight to the right foot, right ball. Prep to the right. Rolling the ball, step to the left. Prep to the left. Rolling the ball. Part the wild horse's mane. Prep right, step out diagonal. Shift your body weight, pivot on your heel. Left ball. Prep left, part the wild horse's mane, diagonal. Pivot on the heel. Step in, single whip, prep right, make a hook. Step out left and block. Shift on that heel, pivot in. Left ball. Prep to the left. Make a hook, left hand. Step out right and block. Shift and pivot on the heel. Right ball. Waving hands like clouds. 3 steps. 1 and 2 and 3. We pause, tap the right foot in, switch direction. 3 steps. 1, 2. Try to lead with your heel. I sometimes forget that on this one. Pause and right ball. Repulse monkey. Prep to the right. Step backward. Ball of the heel. Open out. Block with your front hand. Turn your back palm up. Tap into left ball. Prep to the left. Step back right. Arms drop. We block. Look back toward that back palm. And tap into right ball. Step your feet out. Hands to shoulders. Brush away. As you lower your hands, your right foot steps back in as we close. Very nicely done, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll turn our recording off. If you can stay and chat, that would be amazing. If not, I'll see you for yoga, and have a great rest of your day.